Kiran Bedi has been India's first and highest woman-ranking officer, having joined the Indian Police Service in 1972. Her expertise include more than 35 years of creative and reformative policing and prison management. She worked with the United Nations in New York as the police advisor to the Secretary General and in the Department of Peacekeeping Operations. She represented India in international forums on crime prevention, drug abuse, police prison reform, and women's issues. She has addressed audiences at the American, British, European, Indian universities, corporate, and civil society groups. Recently, she was at ITV Gold studios, and our ITV Gold correspondent Nidhi Kathuria had a chance to talk to her. Whole interview will be aired soon on ITV Gold. Right now, let's watch some highlights.
Oh, just have to read the Wikipedia.
But your personal experiences, from your mouth.
Oh, there's a biography also in my life called I Dare, which documents entirely the police career and also has chapters which talk about my parents and my sister and my upbringing. So that will be really helpful because, and it's available on Kindle, so you don't have to wait to be in India to buy it.
Wow.
You can get it on Kindle and you can, it's available on my websites as well. I actually do also put my soft copies on my website for people to download. The royalties of all my working goes to my two foundations, the India Vision Foundation and the Navjyoti India Foundation, which have been running. You said I was a social activist. I thought I'd share with you the working in the voluntary sectors and non-profit organization started with me in my life 35 years ago. And while I was serving in the Indian police, I founded these foundations to educate actually the hapless people, the marginalized sections of society, children who were out of school. Today, many of them are teachers today and professionals.
Wow.
So as far as the policing career is concerned, it's been a long career. I joined the Indian Police Service in 1972 when I became the first woman in India to join so. It's not that there were many women who didn't want to join earlier, but except that the government of India shooed them away, saying it's not for women.
How did you convince them?
Well, I told them you don't have a choice because I qualified and it was my first preference. They had to give it to me.
Of course.
But then I was determined to take it. They couldn't send me away. I was already an Asian tennis champion at that time.
Yes.
So they knew this champion is here who's not going to give up, will win. So I think that's what happened. I was called by the Union Home Minister to change my mind.
Oh.
Yeah, it was there. And I remember then Union Home Minister, Mr. K.C. Pant, he called me to New Delhi. I was already in training in Mussoorie Academy after joined the service. And he said, Kiran, let's understand what it means. I said, yes, I understand what it means. It can't be tougher than my tennis. So, but won't you train me, sir? Won't the National Police Academy train me? Yes, of course we will. So he says, okay, then go ahead, enjoy the lathi charges and dispersal of crowds and fighting terrorists and criminals. I said, I can do that. I was also an NCC cadet, 4 years running, very, very passionate cadet. I was already in uniform as a cadet.
Wow.
So I enjoyed my uniform. For me, life has been so many uniforms. A tennis uniform, which is tennis kit. Then sports kit, which is this. And then came the NCC kit, NCC uniform. And then came the IPS. So I think it's been a life of uniform.
You earned the nickname Kiran Bedi after you bagged a sub-inspector who towed away a VIP's car, which happened to be Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's car. Did you earn Mrs. Gandhi's respect or anger at that point? You were both the first. She was the first woman Prime Minister and you were the first woman IPS officer. How was your relationship with her?
It was very cordial, very respectful, so a lot of mutual admiration. I had some very, very good feelings for her and she also had very good special feelings. She invited me for breakfast.
How lovely.
And whenever VIPs came from outside, she would specially extend an invitation to me to say, here's our first woman of the Indian Police Service. Present, then look, we are this far. We're not just politically, but we're also professionally. So I attended quite a few. She had a very, very caring role for me. She had a very good feeling. We used to, anyway, I did a while with her security also. So therefore I was quite close watching her speak, and I doing my duties, she would walk by. So we would greet each other on a regular basis.